Alright, welcome back to Rogue Trader. So, it's all going. Interestingly, you got home. Hooray! You went to another ball.
Yay.
Hooray! You got a creepy note. Hooray! I actually need to go back and add a bit more to that note, because help me, I'm not in control. Apparently led to thoughts of demonic possession, which is not what I was aiming for.
Yeah,
I think that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But Rex should definitely check and see if he can drop the note.
The note will then continue, which has not magically appeared, it's always been there. Senior officers are holding me against my will. They watch me at all times and try to destroy you and take your wealth, your house for their own. I'm nothing in but a puppet in this. Rex, you are only hope.
Does she have the middle name Leia or something?
Her hair is the
No,
wrong
but
shape,
yeah.
so we're fine.
You have to go back to the classics occasionally.
Occasionally.
Her hair is the wrong shape, and this message was not delivered by self-motivating trash can.
To be fair, we don't know what's going on underneath that hat.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm going to bring you all back to the ship after this meeting, bring you to the accusing parlor, and show everyone the note and say, what do y'all think of this?
It is strange that they've never seen her without her entourage.
That's true.
Also, by the way, I like that you have an accusing parlor.
I mean, we've all been
Yes.
accused in it once.
Yeah. It's an important part of the Rogue Trader ship, the accusing parlor.
For the benefit of someone who wasn't here last session, who was this note supposedly from?
Petter the Ville.
Yeah.
There was a dance, and after the dance, he took off his fancy clothes, and this must have been slipped into his clothing at some point.
Oh, I see. I mean, I'm always going to be the voice of caution when it comes to her, given that we know that she and her dynasty have screwed you over at least once, sir. But
Her dynasty, but do we know?
equally, even if it is a trap, it would be better to spring it now when we're ready.
No. As long as Rex doesn't try to walk into this one on his own.
Well, we can't just go in swinging directly. Fights between rogue traders, it's simply not done.
Granted, no. Although, admittedly, if it's a fight between a rogue trader and another rogue trader's senior officers, is that so gauche, or is that something that we can still sort out?
Well,
I'm
not
pretty
in
sure
public.
Pretty sure rogue traders do fight.
I'm sure that anything typically for road trader to road trader is done in the black rather than on the port.
Well, we probably don't want to blow her up. You know, well, one way or the other.
I mean,
Well-
go ahead, sir.
Well, the officers do go on independent missions quite a lot, it seems. If we had some way of just knowing where they were, some way of perhaps eliminating them when they were vulnerable.
That would be more feasible. I mean,
One of them did try to unfortunately take your life, sir. You cannot let that stand unreprised.
Well, I mean, I suppose you could invite her somewhere, you know, and they will have to come with if they're controlling her.
See if you can acquire her to a private dinner party.
And then we are the ones with the chainsaw.
Or how about this? A private dinner party made by a third party to invite you both, where you can meet without your entourages.
Ah, yes, perhaps. Perhaps that governor we did that favor for a while back. He threw a party, invited just the two of us. No inconvenient witnesses. Oh, it could work.
That's actually a pretty good idea. We'll be standing by in the next room, of course.
Well, we will be making sure that her entourage does not arrive, so you can at least meet her in your own mano a mano. How does that sound, sir?
Huh, sounds like quite the capital plan. You sure, though? I do seem to recall last time you had an independent mission upon that planet. It didn't go the best? Or perhaps my memories are wrong.
In fairness, this time we could be far closer by than we were on that mission. And perhaps this is a wrinkle too far, but if this governor already owes us a favor, it wouldn't be an absolute ask to quietly place a few bugs around the place to ensure that we had the information advantage. So that if the DeVille senior officers were up to something, we would know it before it actually occurred.
Also, so I would like to point out that we were doing well in our mission. Our mission was to try and cheekily sneak aboard that shadow beast, and which we did. We left it in the study. We didn't know anything else. We did not take initiative for anything else, though. Unfortunately,
Quite. Just so. But yes, you must be in a position to intervene rapidly. And this will require planning and messages and astropaths. And I love it. It's like setting up a hunt.
Well, I mean, if you put it this way, sir, we essentially are setting up a hunt. It's just for the officers rather than for game.
No.
To that end, I suppose we already at least know who one of the officers we should be expecting is that little midget chef.
Well, they have a navigator and a psycho with them, right?
Yes.
So I will be able to track at least where they are through Cynesians. Of course, they'll be able to detect me as well. But
but the idea that they're being watched may keep them.
I don't think you
Yeah.
can tell if you're being Cynesians.
I don't think you can. You can tell
I mean,
kind of like you can go it's a one way as far as I know.
Yeah, it's like the
Gosh,
way
that's
I
fancy.
believe it works. It's like passive radar. It just can you pick up the signal, but it doesn't send anything out. It's not like you're looking. You're doing something to look for the signal. It's like you're trying to receive it. But I mean, if you can find something that says it does alert whoever's being watched, discard.
Well, it's a warp. It explicitly is not supposed to make sense.
Yeah.
I noticed.
Oh,
No,
there
no
is none,
worries.
yes.
I was merely assuming. I do not know how your your talents are.
Your witchery.
Excuse me, this
Diplomatic
is-
witchery is gone through. I thought that you could make them known that they are observed. That would keep basically count content caution on their accounts.
Isn't
I suppose I
diplomatic
could go-
witchery just debauchery?
I suppose I could go into the same room that they are in, and
Well,
point at them and then point at my eye or something. But
let's not think. It was merely a ignorant suggestion. I do apologize, madame.
well, I mean, okay, I am talking out of character here as well.
Okay, in and out of character. I'm just having fun.
Sure, I mean, yeah, it's great.
Why did my thing mess up and all my XP skills went bye bye?
But yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea. To do the for the
This
the
is
governors who arrange
merely
a party.
being able to speak with her in privacy. I mean, that's the more overt option. I mean, we could merely just sneak Rex into her into her room without detecting it when detecting, I'm sure.
A gentleman does not sneak into a lady's room unless invited.
I think the governor
have a
plan
note.
also has the advantage of plausible deniability, whereas if DeVille's officers
Yes.
cause anything stupid amongst the governor's business, that's their problem. If we're attempting to
Yeah.
smuggle Rex into someone else's quarters, then it's our problem.
I doubt they can just straight up attack a governor and get away
that
with
governor is on a different planet, though. Do you wish to see if we can arrange those things around footfall?
No, as I said,
Is-
no, did you not recall the beginning of this conversation? We cannot do it in public. Bad for the image.
Oh, understood.
Oh yeah, the governor owes us a big whatchamacallit
Favor.
Favor.
Yeah, sorry, a bit tired.
It's fine.
Yeah, he owes us a favor, so he'll keep quiet.
That or he'll arrange the. I mean, he is arranging the. This lady is would be central to his own investment because she did her people did eliminate his relatives above them.
I mean, we could, if you did want to do it here for some reason, we could try to set up something with the Bellacore family, because I think this is the first. Is this the first time that we're back since we successfully tested the map?
Yes, I think it is.
So we could set up something with them, but the problem is you're then roping them, a powerful navigator house, into
It's
this,
just-
who may have their own machinations.
I mean, it's only it is only for a private dinner though. They are just acting as they would just be acting as the venue rather than anything more explicit.
It's best not to get too indebted to the navigators. And we already have our issues. No offense, Katerina.
Oh, no offense, Titan.
But yes, okay. I shall compose an astropathic message thanking the governor for his invitation and RSVPing for a private dinner between himself, myself, and Miss DeVille. And hopefully he's not too inbred to take the point.
I don't know if I've got an inbred skill.
Hmm. Technically, it's fellowship.
Fellowship.
Yeah.
I mean, his family is connected to the hunting lodge, so it would give him a entry to. At
So
least
just be sure we're talking about herbivore, aren't we?
yes.
The one
Right.
you gave a pistol to and said, "Here you go. So what are your differences?"
Well, it's like I didn't tell him to do anything. I just said I'd be willing to meet with him.
Wait, did we do that?
Yes, you basically got the two heads of the warring houses, gave them a pistol each, shoved them in a room together, and locked the door.
Wait, isn't it
great? The problems solved themselves.
Is it the same family that we hunted the thing for his sons?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, but that man
Oh,
was.
okay.
That
But
man
that was the
died
guy who
before-
then got poisoned, leading to Rex getting burned.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Sadly, we no longer had the horrible beastie, or we could have just dropped it in the room and said, "Okay, whichever one comes out alive."
Neither of them, on the planet.
Yes.
so that might be more complicated, but
Yeah.
Well,
I
Rex
hate it.
immediately assumes they're bros and that everything will be fine.
naturally.
Yeah.
How does that phrase about assumptions go? Chat, bear it in mind.
All right. So you getting your walking teleprompter out and sending a fax across the universe?
Yep, it's like, yeah, thank you for the invitation, wink. We look forward to doing it upon the earliest opportunity, wink, wink. Also, good thing that you invited DeVille, wink.
Oh,
But specifically did not invite the entourage, wink.
yeah.
No, they have to be there. That's the whole thing.
Well, yes, but I mean, you
Right.
didn't invite them to the dinner.
Exactly.
The interesting thing is, of course, that because astropathy messages are not just straight text, he's there watching his astropathy. He literally winks several times, as well as saying wink. It's really cheesy, kind of whole one eye. I'm actually doing it. There's no picture, and I'm doing the actions. I'm an idiot. It's automatic. It's like, oh god.
Yeah.
It is also. Look, this is the most highfalutin societal way I can think we can get a mano a mano.
What was
You
that
know,
for?
That's is it high or is it low?
I don't think. Well, I'm not sure we get to know that, but
All right.
Yeah, I don't think.
Reply coming in. Would always be willing to accept a member of the house, especially one who helps us so much. What would be your expected arrival for said party?
Well,
As soon as
how-
possible, given the vagaries of the warp.
Yeah.
Well, we have a do we have a footfall to
Nope.
Okay.
You got
No, yeah,
you got
we-
footfall to Ptosis and Ptosis to Delamus.
On the bright side, at least we have our main navigator back, so theoretically we can.
Yeah, it
What is
shouldn't.
the
be
what's
maybe
the
too
what's the
bad.
main time for the unknown route?
10 days on the first one and 1 day on the second.
That's
Okay,
actually not bad.
we can
Yeah.
do that. We can give a much more effective time frame.
But we
Yeah.
don't know how long
I
it'll
actually need
take.
to adjust that because that is. I think in some places I've done time in the warp, and like the 320 at the top, I've done time,
Oh.
real time. I really need to be
Also-
momentarily consistent.
I'm sorry. Also, Grex, I'm just going to say that it's probably best to incorporate a little bit of the letters you sent into in his invitation to her, essentially. You know, like sign draw, say Rex, your only hope, or some sort. Just to let you know. When it comes to setting up
Well, we got to be
potato
careful
takes.
there because I don't think we should do anything to potentially tip them off. Because remember, it'll be the astropath that receives the message on that side.
Yes, it must be only something
Um,
that she would actually understand. She would understand, though.
We'll have to accept that she'll just understand the clue as it comes.
Yeah.
Understood, sir.
All right.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and roll my mutation check while I'm here.
And then,
yes.
if anyone wants to do shopping, everyone on the stream can go get a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I have some.
So, Gray, tank, yes, no.
Oh, hey,
Doable.
I mutate.
In
Well,
fairness,
ooh.
a tank's not the world's hardest thing for a
No,
rogue trader.
tanks are literally in one of the books.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that extreme. So let's see. Yeah, honestly, I want a mutation. So let's see what happens.
We are at
57.
43 profit factors.
Oh, that's
rolling against
unfortunate.
33.
Oh, that's very unfortunate.
What did you get? Go on.
Withered form. Your body is withered, your flesh hanging loosely from your bones. Reduce your strength characteristic by 10 permanently, and
Ooh.
halve your movement rates.
Oh,
I think I'm gonna spend a fate point to reroll that.
Yes. So that
yeah,
seems
that's
like a good one.
reasonable.
That might be one of the. I'm not sure, but that might actually be the worst one on the list.
Yeah, I think it would be.
Nope, that one failed too.
Oh, I thought that was it.
That.
I thought Isaac was just rolling the same thing.
No, Isaac rolls completely different things.
40 is okay. Pale and hairless. Skin is pale, marbled, with veins, and completely without hair. Great, you're gonna have to update the
Yeah.
token again.
Just buy a wig.
Yeah, honestly, yeah,
They're pretty
she would
cheap.
probably just get a wig. So you can just keep the hair.
Yeah.
There's no mechanical effects from this.
No.
You just get even.
You're
more
already pretty pale to begin with.
Honestly, yeah.
So,
It's too bad. I was sort of hoping for the one that gave me needle teeth.
Think of how much money you'll save on skincare products now that you're naturally pale.
it tends to be, though, whoever's pale wants to be tanned, and whoever's tanned wants to be pale.
Yes.
And,
You know,
very
I
true.
had a housemate from India, and she was like, had to be as white skinned as possible. And of course, you got the housemate from France who's out there tanning in the garden. And it's kind of
Yeah.
Why is there no rarity listed on this battle servitor?
That means it's
what,
just.
sorry?
off the what,
Well,
sorry?
Karen, what horrible thing are you trying to find?
Battle servitor. It's like a
Oh,
murder
battle
servitor, but also has a gun for its shoulder.
Might be. I think there's a classified whether or not they're gun servitors or melee servitors. To be fair,
Yeah,
it might be
there's no
there under
rarity
those
listed
titles.
for it. Kind of sad about that.
I'm not sure I
Um,
even want to acquire.
all
a
right. Has anyone
battle.
else got any shopping to do then? While
Well, anyway, I did manage to successfully buy one Lehman Russ battle tank.
Yep.
hey,
Fantastic.
please tell me it was best quality, sir.
Nope, just good quality.
No, that's
Normal
fair.
kind.
I don't know if they come best quality Lehman Russ. They are kind of made off a factory.
Yeah, you can still have a best quality one. It's just made of gooder
polished better.
stuff.
So you're
Good
telling me
enough.
what I need to do is learn drive surface vehicle now. Oh, all right, I already know
Yes.
it. All right, fair enough.
Operate surface or whatever it's called.
Operate
I
surface.
just got drive skimmer hover.
Oh well, there you go. Make it a hover Lehman Russ. Make it complete archaeotech.
Perfect.
heresy.
Okay, so
What's the
So,
current
Ray,
Lehman
for-
Russ? Is it like 5?
Pardon?
crew on a Lehman Russ?
I think it's more than 5 because it's silly 40k scale.
Yeah.
It can seat 6.
All right, so you can
Yeah.
definitely fit everybody in.
So real quick, Grace. So for what I'm looking for is I'm looking for an animal. So what I'm going to put what acquisition modifiers I'm going to put on this is basically for you to just how silly you want to make the generation.
Yep.
So the scale is 1 or maybe we say 1 or 2 for a breeding for replacements. I say trivial amount.
Trivial. Yeah. You're getting enough to replace them when they get shot down, so you get a little breeding colony somewhere.
So do I want to go for rare or very rare? Is the question here.
You're going down to the little exotic pet section of Footfall.
Yes, I'm going down to basically where everyone is like, we found this thing on this planet. We want to sell it for you for money.
As a reminder, you have got a cargo hold full of cold. You got a cargo hold full of Xenos equipment. You might want to try and flog off at some point.
Flog that.
Yeah, good,
We should definitely sell that all.
I think that's Rex trying to. Rex, do you have some commerce on you or no?
Oh, rare. Okay.
He doesn't, but I do.
I have some.
No, what do you have actually?
35.
I think I have better than that.
You're at 53.
Yeah, 53.
I just have to have your sheet open because I was looking at the portrait.
Okay. Well, I don't think I get a. Okay, so this is Xeno's equipment, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just checking to see if I've got anything that will help with this.
I'm looking for. Would you say a rare species or a very rare species would be? And every species is kind of the same.
Oh,
What's our current profit factor, Ray?
It's on the sheet, 43?
43? Okay.
Yeah, 43. Well, I remembered it.
Thank you so much. I do apologize.
okay, so I suppose I'll have to roll commerce to find a buyer.
Yes.
Don't botch.
And probably as well, concealment maybe? Not concealment, because that's not what we're looking for. Deceive. Because you're trying to I feel like you're looking for a cold trade. You're looking for somebody who's not going to be blatantly obvious. So you're trying to do this a bit sneakily.
All right, so
I'm going to open up my big pile of random NPCs I generated and find somebody who looks like he could be a cold trader.
I do have deceive. Does anyone have deceive better than 53?
I might have to see, but it ain't gonna be better than. No, it's definitely not better than 50.
ooh,
Okay.
nice. So that would be in rare. That would have been an extremely rare, good quality and just availability rare. So just knock me up a random creature if you can, Gray, when you have a chance.
You get a chihuahua.
Is it a venomous chihuahua?
No,
All right,
it's literally
generate.
No, that's
standard
not a
chihuahua.
confusion ability.
How many degrees of success did you get?
Doesn't
work that way in that.
So basically, it's like I would say like 2 because like
All right.
29 out of -10 for that.
For that, I'll let you choose what type of world it comes from.
Ooh, that's actually a good way to do it.
What choices do I have, Gray?
Temperate, death, desert, ice, jungle, ocean, or volcanic?
You know what? Death World me.
Death world, you.
How could you not choose Death World?
It seems fitting, but
Oh my lord.
I like that answer.
See, I'm
If
going to
you really
regenerate
watch
that
out
because
for
that is literally game breaking.
Oh,
It's
so
a-
he got a captured barking toad
if-
or something.
No, it's a behemoth
Please
with
be off the
69
ones.
wounds.
Please screenshot
Oh.
it.
It's a
Yeah, please
leviathan.
screenshot it first, and then-
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, okay, maybe not that.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. I'm in love. Rex taps me on the shoulder, points at the price, and pulls me away.
No. It's not the
Yeah,
bloody
trade
price.
this-
It'll be me tapping you on the shoulder, pointing at the crew roster and going, "Yes, I'd like that above 0, please." No.
Yeah, no, I'm just screenshotting it.
I mean, if
I may complete the wrong folder
Yes,
because I was
then
doing
that's
something
all
else in
that's for
Photoshop.
us.
I'm just going to call this Nope.
You're just taking this like this is for the future. Look, it doesn't have to be Death World. If it could be like Terra.
No,
or any
I can
other-
regenerate. It's fine. It's just literally like I'm not giving you a BM off on that roll.
Yeah, that particular one is.
Yeah.
I mean, if it wasn't, it was like 01 or something, maybe, but no.
Yeah. Where's the Nope? There's the Nope. Where's the Nope gone?
Hey,
Oh,
Captain,
come on.
got you a replacement heart.
Does he need a replacement heart?
You know,
Right.
to heal up all of the damage.
It's best to have a backup.
It's on the Expanse page.
Wait, what do you
Really?
get?
That's not
Well,
what you're
that's what
getting. That's what I'm vetoing as a GM.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
Right,
fair
this is
enough.
much more realistic. 69 wounds. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
That
Yeah, I
is
can see why you're vetoing that.
total toughness bonus 7
Bloody
Plus-
hell.
plus
Massive
all plus
size.
5 all everywhere.
I love it.
Natural swings 2, oversized claws.
Yeah.
1d10, 16 impact or rending damage.
Yes.
Okay, it's only primitive, so it's not that good.
But that's
the 2D
upgradable.
But the trample is insane. 2d10 plus 16 impact or rending.
So
and that
this is a
not
would you
primitive.
say this is a giant like a 4-legged thing?
Well,
Right.
this thing would be. This is basically the Tarask, right?
Yeah, it's something nasty. That predator there is much more realistic.
You know what?
Mm.
Yeah, Neo and so I'm gonna spend my 500 for beast to get into the bestial minion.
That's probably
And,
again is probably broken in some way, but
Well,
It's
I'll
pretty
be working
good.
on
It's-
wrangling this for
Yeah.
a bit.
Yeah. Okay, it's paralytic,
yeah.
which is interesting. Also, its attack is not primitive, so armor doesn't. I think armor counts double against primitive weapons
do.
or something.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is. I think this is a pretty reasonable good roll.
Yeah.
This
That's what I
is-
thought.
This is exactly what I'm after. I look at it and I love it at first sight. Though it,
The,
so
the
would this be a
behemoth,
raptor?
the behemoth in the corner eats its own.
Yes.
Eats its owner, breaks free. You hear screaming in the background.
Oh, did you ever play the Star Wars Jedi Academy game?
No, I haven't.
There's a mission where you fight a like bionically genetically modified rancor in a space station that's been set free.
Hmm. That sounds very much like a person like whoever his name was would take down.
Alright.
All right, Graham. I need a new token. I'm gonna need a new a character thing for a new animal,
Alright. I will randomly generate something.
and I'm gonna be wrangling this for a while just to off screen at least. So feel free to throw a fucking toxic claw attack at me if I ever mess one up.
If
Yeah. If.
If.
Okay, I should probably do the
Yes. So you're looking for a cold trader, so
yeah. Do you want me to do commerce first or deceive first? Probably deceive because we gotta find the guy before we do the deal, right?
yeah. You're trying to find someone without walking into the middle of like the shopping area shouting "Cold trade, get your Xenos."
I suppose if this
Take
goes
your
wrong, we
Xenos
could
here.
walk into like we could we could walk into like an ambush. Okay. Well, I managed to at least do this stealthily.
Yep. Which is always a good start.
Now it's the commerce to do to find the person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Excellent. Oop, that's a bit big.
That is a respectable man there.
Yep.
That's a cold trader.
Yes.
Voiced by, I'm sure voiced by God himself.
It has got a bit of the Samuel L. Jackson, not Samuel L. Jackson, the Morgan Freeman look.
It does, yeah, there's an element of that to it.
Okay.
Yep.
So
There's a voice that can vibrate. with
you'll
all
meet him.
voices.
Yeah, you'll meet him in a. So, are you bringing Rex? Is my first question.
No. No offense, no offense, Rex, but no.
So,
Yeah.
like, little shop off in the corner, nothing too kind of dangerous, and you'll just kind of meet up and. Right. So, I hear you have some acquisitions for me.
Oh, there it is.
Yes, I brought certain items which you may be interested in.
Excellent, excellent. And you'll start looking over. Interesting. Yes, I feel like I find a buyer for these.
Sounds good.
All right. And so I think one more commerce roll, just to see what kind of deal you can get off him.
Is this
to
now
seal
for the
the
amount?
deal.
Okay, but first, I think I need to roll a willpower. Because I'm a xenophile.
Oh yeah, you don't want to give up the fancies.
When you
Well-
come back, you've bought more.
Yeah, I'll see what happens if I fail this willpower. Okay, no, I managed to stay strong and actually give up the stuff for like. Sorry, added you did want like money, right?
Yeah,
Would
profit
it-
factor. Yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
say that would be a profit factor or like a plus 20, a big modifier when acquisition test?
Well, probably profit factor.
Profit
Okay.
factor.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's not like this is like a single trade. It's like a profit loop essentially.
Well, I mean, we did get a lot of stuff, right?
Hmm.
And he'll be selling it off. He won't be selling it off like all of it instantly. Like it would be. I mean, Gray, this is obviously up to you, but I would argue that this would be a
Well-
a longer term like thing.
Yeah, and also you can sell him like exclusive rights to this thing, saying we won't be back there, and he can have the location.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if he wants to take anything else, okay.
yeah. I'm pretty sure that's worth about 2 profit factor.
Yeah, and I won't come
Not
back
bad.
with well, hold on. I got to do the second commerce test to see what I get first, right? Or do you say that? Okay.
Well, yeah. I thought you'd done. Oh, it's willpower. Yeah. Sorry, I thought that was you.
Yes.
2
yes.
profit factor?
2 profit
Right.
factor. Yeah.
I don't know. 5 degrees of success says 3 profit factor to me, Gray.
It's not that much. Yeah, it's cold trade.
That's fair.
Can he throw in a half? Can he throw in a couple of dozen?
It's probably worth 3 or 4, but you're only getting 2.
2 profit factor and a random piece of rare Xenos gear.
2 profit factor.
Great, come on. I rolled 5 degrees of success.
Yeah, no one's gonna come and hunt you down for selling stuff. That's your success.
Fine.
He has a point there, you
Look,
know.
we can go
Yes,
hunting
he
Xenos
does.
tech later on. All right,
Not just who knows if we can get a Jovian.
when we're not
8.2
setting up
drive.
elaborate dinner parties.
Katharina
just
wants to
wanted some
hunt the lab
crowd
Actually,
Xenos
stuff.
you know,
tech
that's a
now.
good question.
So anyone who missed by if you missed by 2, obviously that'll help. But I don't
Oh
think
no,
anyone
I
did.
missed by like 20 something. I'm definitely not getting that today.
No,
Yep.
no, none of my checks were within 30 points.
Yeah.
Except
Did
the
you
one
did
succeeded.
all your checks bounce?
Hey!
Yes. Thank you, Rogue
Bank
Trader.
of Rex is insulted.
Gray, would it be an inquiry check to try and figure out where one might find a ship that has a Jovian 8.2 drive that is missing?
Possibly, yeah.
Cool. Is there a difficulty on that?
Put a minus 20 because it's a relatively specific thing.
All right.
Let me drag this out. Gonna have like 5 of them in a second, aren't we?
Well, my new stand-up routine is doing well.
God.
Right.
Oh God, no, we got away from one evil drunk comedian. Please, not another.
How's that look, Discord?
Oh, hello.
That looks cool.
Is that the behemoth? That looks actually very.
That's Predator.
That's cool. Prototype, yeah.
I also realized this thing has swift attack, which is hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah, 2 attacks.
it's twice.
With paralyzing.
It has no armor
yeah,
though, so it will explode when it gets hit.
Yeah,
it's
it will.
basically it's an attack dog.
Yeah, it's got a cannon attack dog.
Yeah, let me get that. Let me get a. I need a token so I can put that in for my thing. But it's a nice little
yeah.
fluffy. If I can somehow stencil a collar onto that thing, I would love to. But you know.
I'll have a go of collar in a second. So I'll give you Fluffy.
Oh, that's sad.
As an owner, alright. So, is everyone up to date with their shopping?
No, I don't think I have anything to buy.
I think I'm gonna spend a fate point to reroll my servo skill check.
I'm not gonna. I'm rolling against 23 on mine. Probably not.
I mean, so am I. I'm rolling against 33s. 35
You
now.
you could have one of mine if you want, Apprentice.
I don't think we're allowed to steal each other's fate points. Otherwise, you would just become the fate point banker.
I mean, I would have one if I had 5. I only have 4 now.
Oh, only. Oh no!
Only
Like they've
sword.
done me. Like they've been so useful.
I only started with 3.
I'll take that.
Okay, here we go. Fluffy.
Master Rogue Trader. Master Rogue Trader. I got them.
What did you get?
Now all of our hunts can be vidcast in full 360-degree imagery.
Oh, brother.
This is the
Oh.
greatest news.
I know!
Well,
Around me, a flock of 150 servo skulls just kind of rise up. All directions.
Let me guess. Each one of those particular vid skulls only has like a 3-degree profile. So you have to have all 150 together to get the 360 view.
Why is it that every
I have
every
200.
mechanicus person we ever get goes for the flock of servo skulls?
Look, servo skulls are really good and hilarious if you do them right.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
Why am I suddenly thinking Megamind? Presentation!
yeah, fair point. So you need 24 minimum with a 15-degree profile on each servo skull. How many do you want to ensure a full image parity then, to cover all eventuality?
I have 200.
I'll do it. That will do it.
Yes.
well, can I do a second acquisition test to try to get a personal power sword?
Yeah.
Okay, rolling against 23.
Best
Nope.
part is using some Mechanicus Techno Gizmo-y that you probably don't care too much about at all, and I don't really want to explain. We can share the experience of any of your hunts with anyone who wants to see.
This is amazing.
Not only did we kill it, we'll show you how.
It is yes, but then it gets fairly sad when they find out it's been orbital bombardment for the last 50 Huns.
Just the Leviathan. Have you seen how many wounds that had?
That is very much we're going to hunt it with the elephant tank.
Look,
69 wounds. So great, that's 3 ship hull point equivalent.
Sometimes you have to hunt things which you need a battle cannon to kill. Apparently.
They exist.
That's fair.
Or sometimes the battle cannon comes in handy to deal with the other people hunting for the thing you're hunting.
So is there a reason we ever go onto a planet without the tank now?
Can't think of one.
Yeah.
Can't think of what?
No.
All right, I gotta get out the Chronos expand screen because this ambient noise drives me insane after a while.
Oh, do we still beat it?
I mean, if you could select something more spacey, I'll be more than happy. But
Nah, it's gone.
the vastness of the oh, all right,
Yeah, it's fine.
sorry.
How about the
Yeah.
Senju soundtrack? Just the whole thing.
I'm more sad now. didn't want a gone, just slightly changed.
Yeah, I'll look for something in between.
I
Mm,
don't like Thing. Gray gets rid of Thing. I'm sad that Thing is gone.
Great
Yes.
brings things back twice as loud.
Oh no!
But just for
two of them
Disco's
overlaid
character
over
sheet.
each other.
Yeah. I do like that Lex is already calling it the elephant tank.
The elephant tank,
Oh,
yes.
the elephant. Yeah, obviously.
Well, it's the elephant gun, but it's a tank essentially. It is a hunting weapon. Oh, Greg, can you move the wait? I think I saved that. Give me a second. I think I
Oh,
saved.
yeah, I
the,
can
image.
remove that up a bit. There you go.
Sorry about
It
that.
sounds like we're otherwise done with
Yep.
shopping.
I've just sort the token out for Fluffy while I think about it.
Mm-hmm.
What do I do with the Navis Prime?
What is the deal?
I need to actually rename these things.
Yeah.
It's too late
thank
now.
you very much, Gray, for letting me build a Fluffy.
Why did I not select?
You see Wilmot just pulling in a couple of crates of like 2 to 9 dogs into the ship.
There we go. Third time lucky.
Oh, that's right. You wanted a small flock of leviathans.
No, there was. I mean, yeah, no, that was 2 to 9 of those things.
You walk up to the leviathan dealer. How many do you have? Oh, just
one. It cost my entire crew. That's the reason you left it, not because it wasn't cool.
What was disturbing again? What I need to go look up all these different traits. God damn it!
Probably
Yes.
Sphere Aura.
It has Fear 1. Holy shit!
Yeah, luckily you're all jaded and don't care.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like half the crew are terrified that this thing that you're petting like a dog.
You mean I'm currently scratching the belly of?
Yeah. Paralytic,
Well-
toxic.
Yeah. Well, actually, Rex has the into the jaws of hell, so as long as he's next to it, everyone's fine with it.
It's not his pet, but everyone's just fine as long as the road trader's nearby.
No. What we
Rex
now have
looks
to do
up
is
the
make
road.
sure that Rex is, this pet understands that Rex is also a master, so that Rex can ride it into battle, therefore
Yeah.
permanently keeping it into the jaws of hell. Right?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I know, right? Also, hang on.
Hmm?
Who said I live in the serpent's cradle? Who did that?
Well, you do, don't you?
Did she?
What cradle?
It's slab.
There's
It's
the serpent's
slavering.
cradle.
Oh,
It's slavering happily. It's little
the
Iva's
arrow point
making
the other way,
box in the
That arrow
ground.
should be pointing the other way, but you know.
Yeah. Well, it is Serpentis
It's
Minor,
been up there for
Serpentis
like a
Major.
year.
All right, how big's the saddle we're going to need for that thing?
About normal. I'll fab
I mean,
one.
this
Give me a minute.
this isn't made very big, but we got the Leviathan. I think we all could have rode on it.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
if we got in the Leviathan, we wouldn't need the tank, right?
No, fair.
There we go.
Kind of,
Are you sure we wouldn't need the tank to, herd the leviathan?
I mean, the
we,
tank.
where we go and play fetch with the Leviathan with a tank loading in balls into the cannon and firing them off.
You're not getting a
Those
saddle.
things
You're getting
back-
a rope, a rope and a bridle. It keeps eating the leather.
Eating through the leather with the
Well,
toxic.
We should probably get on our way to where are we going?
Delamus.
We're going back to Delamus.
Yeah, probably by way of Fortosis, since we already have stable route, stable and pretty quick warp route there, and then to Delamus.
Sounds good.
Oh, okay, like that. Okay, I see. Yeah. How does it work if you're going along a route you already know?
It's pretty much the same. You just don't.
follow
You
that
just
route.
use the. You don't roll for the random date.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a route where no, but it's basically like all the warp encounters and everything have been tracked along that
Yeah.
way.
Okay, so I get plus 20 on the Sinisians. Well, yeah, because I would have detailed charts of this, right? And actually plus
Yeah.
30 because I made
Yeah,
it
if-
myself.
Yes.
If it's got a green
Doesn't-
line, you've got charts to it.
Don't we... Doesn't the ship provide something? Oh, no, that's the warp navigation.
That's the warp navigation bit, yeah.
Warp.
Okay, so I think I get plus 40 in total. I can't fail this.
That's why charts are good.
Yeah.
It's very easy to go to places you've already been. It's very hard to get to places you haven't been yet.
Well, theoretically, it's very easy to go to places we've been to before. Previous experience suggests it's not always guaranteed.
Yeah, well, okay, we can translate now. Now everyone tests to see if they go mad.
Hooray!
Ah, the best test. The test that somehow Isaac always passes easily. As if it didn't even matter. Except that one time.
Rex does not do well with this.
I can take a negative. I can take a negative 20 on this.
What's 83?
That's not good.
Oh. Oh.
What is- oh,
113.
I don't like that. I
did
don't
I
like
get?
that.
All right.
You remember that bit? Remember that bit Discard where I was literally saying just because we knew where we were going doesn't mean it's going to pan out that way? Remember what I was saying?
No, that's me. That's me. That's me rolling plus 20 for my thing. For some reason, I'm reason that I'm the super bus.
Okay.
Because you've clicked on the token in there.
Okay.
I have a,
It now
sorry.
brings you that token.
Sorry.
All
sorry.
right. 2 seconds.
He is
All right.
the ship.
So Rex on 83. The flesh is weak. At the end of any warp encounter, you must make a willpower check or chop yourself up.
That's
Okay.
that's 91. 83 is the horror. The horror.
Oh, you're right. Yes. 2
Passing
insanity points
sanity.
immediately.
Good times.
You would have wanted the flesh is weak. At least that one.
God damn it.
Is in leave permanent.
What's
scarring.
113 and 103?
103 is the flesh is weak. 13 is mutants everywhere.
Oh, God.
So this guy thinks everyone's a mutant.
And I'm cutting myself.
Yeah. You seem to like doing that in the warp.
I'm going to blame the ghost of Aubrey on that one.
I mean, it is a fairly wide band.
Well,
All
true.
right.
No, it's only 20.
Attempt to locate the Astronomicon.
What's that?
Silesians.
Okay, Phoenicians. The route. Okay, the route is stable. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So Phoenicians, if I can find the thing. I swear if I fail this. Nope.
Okay. And then it is the navigation warp check. Plus 24, plus 30 for this one.
Plus 30, and I get another plus 10. And doesn't the ship provide some bonus for this?
Not for this, no. It's just for the warp encounters.
Oh, okay. For the warp. Oh, of course, because.
Yeah.
Well,
I-
actually, it's both. It's plus 10 navigation warp and minus 20 to warp encounters.
Okay.
I can't fail this.
Only on 100, I think.
Okay, so we say that 100 still fails.
Yeah.
Okay, because
Well,
it's plus
96
20,
rounds is always a
plus
Yeah.
30, plus 40. Okay, yeah, I'm like plus 50 on this.
Yes, as Sabed says, anything 96 to 100 is always a botch. There's always got to be a chance of failure.
Okay.
That is
That is a hard and fast rule for the whole system.
discard.
What? Sorry.
Why did you roll your beast eating someone?
Because I was just testing them.
He's just testing it on the crew.
Ah,
Thankfully it missed.
One crew member down.
Oh, no,
did I
it-
say
it-
about not depopulating the crew roster?
No,
Only
I was just testing the thing. By the way, this thing has awareness and tracking too, which is nice.
That's
Well,
great. Okay.
good.
So I succeeded the navigation, for this one.
Yeah.
So this is what, 13 days?
This is the 10-day. So one warp travel encounter.
Okay. I forget how this is. Do we resolve the thing? Roll what it is first, and then. Yeah, that's how it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So someone roll a warp travel encounter. What do we get?
All is well, I think, or right before all is well.
26. No.
Illusion
it's
Mirage.
A psychic
Oh,
encounter.
boy.
Okay. If this encounter manifests water
Is-
vessel, each explorer and any relevant NPC must make a challenging +0 willpower test or be afflicted with a warp hallucination. As
I-
during translation, if the Geller field is fully operational, each character gets a +30 bonus to his test. Okay, so can I
Bonus warp, bonus hallucinations.
Taryn, I think you removed tracking from the skill list by accident.
I think you're wrong,
No,
Discord.
it's there. Look under
Right
swim.
above
on the right
wrangling.
hand.
Under where?
Okay, when the navigator faces a psychic encounter, the GM rolls.
Under swim in the right hand corner.
Okay, so hold on.
Only got one count.
This is the first time we've had a psychic encounter.
I think so, yeah, for this time.
Okay. So when the navigator faces a psychic encounter, the GM rolls on table 2-7 Trials of the Soul. Okay, so Grey, roll a D100.
That's my D100. What's D10? Ignore that.
Okay, I have it, but my creature doesn't have it for some reason. Weird enough.
Contest of strength.
Okay. Okay. The navigator must test his fighting skills against enemies lusting for his blood. He perceives the warp as a place of conflict. Okay. He must survive all opponents who challenge him, and the culmination of the encounter should involve him battling with a terrifying beast or expert blade moss. If he defeats the final foe, vision dissolves and the vessel avoids the encounter. If the navigator perishes, the encounter spills partially into reality. The encounter manifests aboard ship. Okay, great. So I think I got to fight something now.
Yeah.
All the things.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you want to set this up, but yeah, I think I got to fight something on my own.
Yes, looks like it.
Oh boy, here we go.
Let's well, I've got the random ZDOS thing open.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Generate new
Leviathan.
Xenos, random world.
What kind of world are we going to?
No, this is just to find the actual monster.
Yeah. I
All
fight
right.
the fluffy bunny.
Gasp. No, we'll die.
Well,
What if you?
it's
Right,
not
what
that.
if you-
It's not the first thing that comes out is not that terrifying.
Okay.
It seems to be some sort of armored crawling creature. This is how your mind's perceiving it, obviously.
Yes.
So I just need to quickly knock up Warp Terror 1.
That's not good.
Well, it's just literally what I'm calling it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was
Got
like
a
a
one in
trait or
front of its
something.
name.
No.
That's what, is that now some new fear thing that I have to deal with?
No, it's just Warp Terror.
I don't like how you're saying this, Graham.
So it's segmented and armored,
Hmm.
and it's coming for you.
It's coming to eat me.
Yeah. You can just feel it. It wants to wrap around your head and eat your skull.
He wants to
That's
replace your
unfortunate.
skull.
I don't
He
want
wants
him
to
do
become
that.
your skull and your new skull.
No, I don't like that.
Okay.
That's a Rangdan Cerebrivore.
Look, it can. You'll be able to grow hair again. This is a win-win.
Okay. Do you want to roll initiative, Gray, or?
Yeah, I'm just finishing making up its character sheet.
Oh yeah, sure.
And that will do, because it's not going to be that much of a thing. And then I'll just drag it and you onto here so I can at least start a combat tracker.
I suddenly manifest on a galactic scale.
We're all getting all Tig and Topin up in this.
How does one roll for initiative again?
I've done it
Oh, you
already.
did it.
Yeah.
Okay. How far away do we start?
Just like medium range.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose I'll do stripping the husk.
Yeah.
Okay. No, that's not right. Okay, so opposed willpower. I get plus 20 to that because of my cool suit.
See, I'm trying to figure out if you could actually.
God damn it.
This is supposed to be a gladiatorial combat.
More or less.
Yeah.
You could totally bring in the rest of the crew if you wanted.
Well, no, it's just to him. But I'm just trying to figure out if, like, stripping the husk, because that's
I
pretty
was-
deadly for most things. And if you, I feel
Well,
if you
it's
could
not,
use it.
this isn't the lidless stare.
Oh, true. Yes. Yeah.
I failed it anyway.
This is a willpower check.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because I massively failed. So now it's its turn.
Yep, it slams into you with some sort of like almost imperceivable horn slicing into you. Possibly.
Possibly, maybe, hopefully not.
Hopefully.
No. Let's not do hopefully, Gray.
Charge.
Ooh. What are the rules for dodging?
Roll your dodge skill. This is a primitive weapon though, so.
Your armor will count twice.
Oh, you dodge it.
Okay.
You have that.
That's
You
back to
have
my-
that Xeno. You have that exotic sword, don't you?
No, I have a stinger pistol.
Okay.
Ping.
Point blank shot that boy.
I think knocking it down is still a better use of my. Because knocking down means it wastes its movement to stand up.
Well, point blank well, you're not really worrying about movement here. You're in an ephemeral space where you can all slam each other in regardless.
No,
Not really
there
much
is
place for
distance.
maneuvering.
It acts
There is
like real
distance
world.
here. Yeah. We don't have a map, but effectively there is distance here. Okay, so great. So another opposable power test, please.
Okay.
It's a lot better. Yay.
Yep.
Okay, so it suffers. Okay, so first it's knocked down.
Yep.
Then 1d10 rending. Ignores armor but not tough. Okay. I assume that means no damage.
No.
Okay. Well, I then use my movement to get away from it,
Yep, and it will use its faster movement to charge you down again.
but it's knocked down.
Oh, yeah, stand up, yeah, and shake yourself so you get another round.
And then I do the same. I'm basically going to do this until either it sort of.
You're gonna kite it until
Yeah, because I'm not a melee combat character. I can't win that fight.
you're running to the ends of of reality. It could actually, this is the warp. It could be pushing you somewhere.
Ooh.
Actually,
Jeez.
Ray, that's a fair point.
Hmm?
If you wanted to add an extra dimension to this, we could take this onto the bridge. And every time I move, I have to actually move around on the bridge
Fall into the console pit. History truly
with-
repeats
with-
itself.
with people on the bridge.
Yeah.
Because I have a 15-meter death zone around me.
What?
I am
Well, the
constantly
thing is,
doing
that
it
the
with
reason is that the navigator has their own separate bubble load, so
You have
Nice.
the navigator has an observatory essentially.
yeah,
that's
so
what it
no
is.
one has to look at the navigator because your eye is open during all this.
Yeah, it's not good. Okay, well, it gets knocked down again, and
Yeah.
it suffers 8 damage minus armor. Or toughness. It's actually not armor. It doesn't get armor.
All right, toughness, so it takes 5. Yeah, it doesn't like that. It looks rather wounded, and it's going to come straight back in at you.
It can't because it's been knocked down again.
No, it stands up again, screams at you impotently.
Yeah, I show it a rude gesture and do it again.
It was supposed to be a powerful warp monster. That's what it was told.
Well, I failed the roll, so it gets a chance to do something terrible to me again.
It might fail more and more.
No, I don't think it works
Yeah.
if I fail.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, so I
Come on,
did try
skewer him. Skewer the navigator.
Again.
No, you useless beast.
No. Okay, well, another opposed willpower, please.
Yeah.
Haha. I.
It's
I
rolling
still
bloody
win.
well, to be fair.
It is, but it's not rolling as well as I am.
No.
So it takes another. Okay, it's knocked down again, no damage.
Yeah.
Okay, it has a chance this time.
Nope.
So what? 3 damage?
Yep, that's enough to kill it.
Hey!
Okay, great. Okay, okay, so I have now. Okay, so that means we dodge the psychic encounter.
Yeah. You've succeeded in the trial of strength.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay. And that's that, right?
Yep. Oops. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons.
Except now we need to do it again.
Once more, yes.
Okay. Okay, so from the top again. Okay, so Sanicians.
I think he just
could have
means
made-
roll another word travel encounter.
Yeah, it's just another wolf shouting character.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody else do that then. I roll enough dice at this point.
Remember what it is again? Is it just a straight D100?
Straight D100.
It's D100,
Minus
yeah.
20.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
Roll something interesting.
No. I'll roll something
That
median.
might,
There you are.
That might be interesting.
Warp Storm.
Ah, fuck.
Ooh.
Physical encounter.
Hey, pilot.
Well.
May have made a
nothing-
bit of a whoopsie.
Oh,
God, I
what
can
you
still-
say?
You can still
I can
avoid it.
still try to. I can still try to dodge it.
Well, I mean, I can. I
So-
mean, it's a physical counter, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm the
Yeah.
one that has to see it and avoid it.
I thought it was the pilot's job. Oh,
Oh,
No,
it's
it's
a
quite
counter.
well.
It's both.
Yeah, both. The navigator has to point it out, and then the pirate actually has to dodge it.
oh
Yeah, I
okay.
suppose. Okay, so it's what are they saying? Warp navigation. Hold on. Where's it talk? Okay, so it's a Sinician test plus 10 to see the encounter. So I get plus 20 on this one in total. Okay, I definitely see the encounter.
And I definitely dodge the encounter because piling is what I'm good at.
Mm,
Even
Well,
with that
you
beast
still have to
sitting
get
on your lap.
directions, so it's a navigation warp at plus 10 to if you can give him the right directions.
yeah, so I've got a navigation warp. Is that counting the bonus from our?
Yep.
Yep.
Well, I could still fail here.
Not with a 9.
Nope. All
Okay,
fine.
yeah, we dodge it. Great.
Now.
Nothing interesting happens.
You arrive at Fortosis.
Yeah, and spend a couple hours just to ping the colony, see how they're doing.
It's just a normal screams of paranoia.
Like checking this against my timbre chart. It's like, nope, this is acceptable.
So, they're coming through the walls. They're coming through the walls. Yeah, no, this is just a stage 1. They're fine.
Okay, so now
Alright.
we do the jump again.
Yes.
Okay. So we've got the whole thing again. Okay, so as long as I don't roll, I'm just gonna roll a d100.
Yeah.
As long as it's not 90, 5 to 6, yeah, we're fine.
96 to 100.
96 to 100.
Yeah.
97.
Okay, now we all get to do see if you go crate. Wait, weren't people supposed to see if they chopped off their arms during that last
Oh
thing?
yeah, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep, hang on. Yep. Decent point. I forgot that. What's the test for mutilation before I roll for the test for this one again?
Yeah, I think it's a
Probably
willpower test, isn't it?
willpower.
Flash is weak is a willpower, challenging +0 willpower.
Mm.
So let's just.
Alright,
This is for me.
so-
Flesh is
Yeah.
weak.
So you got to do 2 of those.
Yeah. So I failed the first and failed the second. I'm pretty sure knowing my dice. Oh no, I passed one of them.
No, so you just take T10 rending damage. +2.
Plus 2
Ooh, every failure.
every degree of. Yeah,
so that
what
first
damage you
willpower
do.
check would cost you +10. D10 plus
Oh,
10.
so-
Oh,
okay.
Okay. Well, I'm suddenly glad I rolled a 1 on the damage die.
Yes.
Oh
I
yeah,
assume
mine is
toughness
I
still
don't-
applies.
+6.
So
I don't need that leg.
I think. Well, it doesn't actually say, but I mean it's up to Gray. But I think toughness probably counts. But
Yeah, toughness will
not
count for
armor.
this. Yeah, no armor,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Toughness
I've slightly flinched myself.
Well, no,
Now
you
for the
got something else. You got mutants.
Oh, did I get?
So-
Okay.
Yes, so you have to check a willpower check to see if you think
Alright,
that
Is Cursor
it's
Cursor?
it's the mutant to mutant.
No.
No.
he's a sanction. That's okay. Sorry, she's a
You have to
sanction.
pass
That's okay.
and roll a 9.
Okay, so I'm good on the current.
Okay, yeah. So if he passes the test and at least one of the dice, okay.
He's not smart enough to figure out you're actually a mutant. It's fine.
You're within You're within parameters.
Well, no, you got okay. Okay, you rolled. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I see. It's working the other way around. Okay.
Yes, it's a bit weird.
Okay. Do you want him to test for both jumps? Because technically, he should only test it when he.
No, because he gets to
interacts-
roll a new one for this. It's a new jump, so everyone gets a new psychic craziness.
Yes.
Yeah. See if you go mad, people.
I'm good.
I've checked. I'm not
Damn it.
this time.
I've got
mad.
mutants.
I also have mutants.
Oh,
Luckily,
boy.
there's only going to be one warp travel encounter.
Okay, well, I failed by 2.
Yeah, we're still losing a couple of engineering ratings.
Let's roll D100 plus 20. Oh, I got 110 for my new thing. Oh, I got the flesh is weak. That's not good.
Who left a knife in the navigator tank?
The navigator,
Eh.
unfortunately.
Oh,
Mm.
He had to
Well-
use it to fight the monster.
Right.
Rex got a 9 on his perception and a 97, so I'm going to say, well, Isaac, it's like, why would you accuse people of being mutants unless you yourself were a mutant? So
Ah, it's only-
you're going to be
only
locked up for
succeed.
this voyage.
It only triggers if you succeed, but okay.
no,
That doesn't sound as fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to break myself out with my new plasma cutter.
Which
Which
is
I
shoulder
finally
mounted.
got it working.
It's like the
The
predator
real
thing.
plasma cutter was inside me all along. Look, I blast through a mutant's head. See? Chops the limbs off, just like you want.
Okay, so another Sinisian's test.
Oh god. Sorry.
Mm,
The plasma cutter was inside me all along.
It came through in a moment. Was the right line.
okay, so I just avoid failing on the, but I do detect the Astronomicon. Now the navigation test.
Yeah. This is when you don't want to fail.
No.
Although, to be fair, even because it's only a one-day jump, even if you fail it by 4 times, it's only going to be one warp travel encounter.
Sure, but I mean, I pass it.
Yeah.
Okay, so someone roll for the encounter we do get.
Well,
Well,
probably
79.
Okay, that should be 79. Yeah.
79. Etheric Reef.
A what?
Etheric Reef. Physical
That's an
encounter. If you basically, if you slam into it, you take D10 plus 2 damage for the ship.
Okay, so let's see if we can avoid that. Okay, so it's a Cynesian. It's a plus 10 Cynesian. God damn it. So it's plus 20 Cynesians. Okay, I see it. Now,
Yep.
do I avoid it?
You see where it is. Can you find where it is?
Yes, yes, I think you do avoid it. Now, does
Okay,
the
we don't
pilot
crash
pilot it around it?
I did it.
Oh yeah.
Look, with the
Yeah,
super
I
bus,
now-
with the super bus, my MIU and a lot of things, I have a rolled a 94 for
It's your
96.
planet. Let's not stop you there. There we go.
I now have to test to see if I chop my arm off.
Yep.
Okay, you don't need arms to navigate.
You try
Now
to
I'm
stick it in
fine.
your second eye, but it falls in and doesn't come out.
No,
Your third eye.
thankfully, I do not.
He still has his second eye. It's only the astropaths that lose eyes.
Yeah, navigators gain them.
I wonder if that's where they come from. It's like an eye sharing.
That would mean for every astropath, there's 2 navigators.
It's the thing about the astropath thing is that you basically get brought to the visions of the Gimperor and it burns out your eyes looking upon his fucking psyker power essentially.
But yeah, we arrive
Yep.
alive.
Yep. It's only taking you 120 odd days.
Yeah.
What?
10 warp days is 120 real time days.
No.
Not long at all.
Actually, it'll be a bit less than that, wouldn't it? Because your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Right. I'll half that.
I thought we had one where was like a real one real time day, but fair enough.
Well, skittish takes off weeks at a time, so maybe.
Yeah.
Skittish is great. I do love Skittish for just how fast it makes us on the big map.
Yeah, Skittish doesn't work very well the way it's written because it's like, oh, this jump took 2 days, but it takes 2 weeks off. So you basically, most of the time, you'll arrive somewhere before you actually set off.
That's fine.
Infinite copies of us spread
Yeah.
across the universe.
And then you use that circular route and you arrive to tell yourself not to bother going around the circular route.
Oh yeah, you need like an armada to face off against the chaos fleet. You just
Which
continuously
shows
jump in
very
a
small
circle. Yes.
Yeah, it is explicit canon that time operates differently in different parts of the galaxy. So
Now, the
It's
problem with that is
true.
that if any of your copy ships take damage, all of them take damage.
That's bad.
But only in order.
Ultimate glass cannon.
Yeah, only
In
in order.
order.
So as long as
Yeah.
long as the oldest of the newest one gets killed, damaged first. I mean, yeah, time travel is possible with warp jumps, but it should only be when something goes like wrong.
Really wrong, yeah.
Look,
When you emergency warp jump, end up 2 weeks before the fight happened in
I
the
am-
exact same place and decide to ambush the guys who attacked you.
I understand and I appreciate that time is weird and 40 is completely fragged up in 40K because we are literally jumping into the nullverse of hell essentially.
I
So
think by and large, warp travel works.
it does. It works. It
as
works
far
fairly
as time.
consistently for most of the time. We just when you're not
The
sticking your head. going
problem
into
is that in all the lore, it works at the speed of plot.
yes.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
in
it's
some
always
in some places it's read that it takes years for a ship to travel between places, and then the next thing is, oh yeah, and then the space marines turn up to save this planet.
It's more the fact that it basically travels at the speed of old like British naval things. So you get the idea of that a colony is having issue so far away. So you could set off towards that thing, but
I mean, I think broadly speaking, it's like, any like Imperial Guard ships, right? Or just Imperial Navy ships, rather, are subject to the occasional year-long trip. Space Marines, by dint of being Space Marines, can get somewhere very quickly if they need to, because they're just better at this.
I think it's just more plot. It's hard
You
to
just plot.
not everything works on the same rules essentially. I mean, how do freaking chaos ships get around as easily as they do? Because they have
By
raised powers giving
not,
them the thumbs up.
by
Bribes.
not caring what happens.
Did you say Did you say bribes?
Bribes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right, actually.
How else would you deal with the powers of the warp if you're allowed to deal with the powers of the warp, as opposed to only having to shoot them on sight?
Theoretically, dealing with powers of the warp that don't exist, that we don't deal with. We only deal with in derision and scorn. If they ever existed, because I'm sure we never really ever dealt with those things. Isn't that right, sir?
So I'm now on the like. I'm supposed to wiki to see what that says.
Oh God!
Yeah.
I'll come back. Don't go down the rabbit hole.
Well, I mean, you mean for chaos stuff?
No, just for normal.
Well, I think for normal stuff, it is honestly like
1 to 6 weeks. It says here.
It is left like in vague, but its problem is you have so many different writers that you don't hold equal account for. You know what I mean?
I think but I mean, broadly speaking, I think warp travel works, and it's like 1 out of 1,000 goes like badly wrong. But the problem is that there are tens or hundreds of thousands of warp jumps happening in the galaxy, right?
Yeah.
So while it's not likely you're going to run into the problem, there's a problem somewhere.
I mean, yeah, and it's also the fact if you're sticking to like the very stable routes and everything else like that, you're unlikely to immediately fall into Satan's asshole.
Or the plot.
Just onto Satan's butt cheek more often.
Unless she's happy with this. All right. Before we veer off into any more darker territories, you arrive at Delatos. Delamus.
Delamus, yes.
Where's the planet? I lost it.
The man Herbius 4 has gone insane with power and has supplanted all meat products with animal-based substitutes.
Alright, so you spend the 2 weeks to burn in system. Because it's a mid-biosphere, and you'll take up orbit.
How many anti-ship replacements are already training on us?
Yes.
Well, yeah,
I
quite.
mean, that's as matter of course.
Alright.
We will return the favor.
Of course, I'll send a welcome. Well, instruct the hailsman to send a welcoming hail to our best friend forever and ask him how things are going.
Yeah. Boss wants to make sure you know we come in peace. You know all that. Yeah, I know. I don't write this stuff. I just transmit it. Sorry. I don't know why I made your hailsman so grumpy.
Look, it's a helmsman talking to other helmsmen. All right.
It's a hailsman, not a helmsman. You're the helmsman.
The hailsman talks to the other hailsman.
Yeah.
Got the hail helmsman.
That's the biker club they do at the weekend.
They're both hailing party.
All right.
And of course, the ale for the hail helmsman is sorry.
You will also notice a thruster flare system about 4 or 5 days behind you.
So someone else has arrived. So they also have arrived.
Maybe use the Auspex to see if we can tell who it is.
I mean, fair enough. You want me to do that?
Oh, I've got to do my job.
Yeah.
Oh man, my job. Oh man.
I'll augur the arrays. Oh, did you do that?
Get like a plus 20 bonus on it.
Fair enough. I just came over
Five
here to look at
for
the
every
detection. So it's 15
two
detection
used.
bonus. Okay. Plus 20, so like those be like 35.
I think it's plus 15.
Yeah, it's plus 15. So yeah, I got it.
All right. You're
Oh,
being
wait.
followed by
Wait.
a Tyrant class cruiser.
Bigger than we are.
Is that her ship? Do we know?
Yep. It's the IFF is the Pride of Dalmatia.
Gray.
Yeah.
You
Well,
clever Gray.
it's top marked for multiple hits.
Okay, you could have stopped with honors like 5 seconds ago.
No, I'm going in on this.
So are you
Sure, why
going to
not?
make a picture of the Pride of Dalmatia, Gray?
No, I haven't gone that far.
You don't need to see it. You know what it looks
You're
like.
not-
Yeah,
going
you
to
know what
make
it
a-
is.
you
The hull is pocked marked from like scars and battles.
Uh-huh.
But yes, it's a bigger ship than you, burning in the same direction. Gun ports are not open, however, so they don't plan on immediately annihilating you.
Yet.
Yet.
Could just ram us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'd get to shoot them first.
Well, what we're
Maybe.
trying to do is make sure that Rex and the lady can talk in private.
Or we
Right.
can board their ship.
Yep, officially you're detached for the tank. What do you call that? Breaking in, cruising. Like where you try out a new vehicle.
Are you taking it down to do its trials?
Yep, so you're taking care of the tank. That's your official mission.
Oh,
I am taking
okay.
care of the tank. Okay.
Got to take it for walkies.
Discard. Do you have
Tank for
pilot? Do you
walkies
have
or
drive-
my actual
ground craft?
walkie creature? Look, I didn't get the Leviathan. All right, I can't take the Leviathan for walkies.
Discard. Do you have pilot groundcraft?
I do have
Okay.
pilot groundcraft because I picked up every piloting I could get my hands on.
Just checking.
If you want to drive it, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you.
I have skimmer hover.
That's that's not it's not a skimmer. It's a
Not a hover.
tank.
Not a skimmer. It's a tank.
Yeah,
It drives
it's
like
a
a
bought
treaded
this build
vehicle.
before we got the tank.
So
Yeah, it's not a hover tank. We're not the bloody Elder.
does it have a does it have an MIU port?
Sad.
Probably not.
Well, it's on the reference sheet. Nope, it just has 4 gun seats, 1 driver seat, and 1 commander seat.
Okay, so I can't merge with the ship then.
It's a Lehman Ross. These are the things I've built like in their tens of thousands.
Yeah, if this had been a Predator tank, maybe.
I mean, we
But
could
no
probably
Lehman
like
Ross.
work something.
They
out
can
with
mod
Ross,
it.
who
It's-
knows?
Yeah, that's well within the range. But that'd be a completely different acquisition check and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Tech
Acquisition.
use.
So you're telling me that the armorer and the tech priest can go and soup this tank up?
No.
Can we give the tank legs?
Yes, but they wouldn't be able to do anything with it.
I
Can
don't
we
have
work
pilot walker.
Can we work with the it's pilot surface that's within the thing? But anyway,
Hang on.
Can
Let me
we-
get some legs for the tank.
can we give it
putting
an orbital drop capabilities where we can call our tank down from the sky?
Everything has an
That would
orbital
be
drop once.
Calling in a macro
Are you
one-use
telling me?
macro
Look,
munition.
I just want a Molly catapult like they have in Deep Rock. All right.
I mean, presumably we have a few drop shuttles big enough to handle it, so that's how it
Yeah.
gets down.
Yeah, we could definitely get it onto the ground. We just can't call it in at a moment's notice,
No.
unfortunately.
You can't just like
Okay.
drop a tank somewhere. So
Alright, I'm-
click your fingers and just like hot drop it. Yeah, no.
Give me 1 second. I'm also doing a thing too.
That-
We
that-
can,
You
probably,
can.
but
You can.
it
You
needs
just have to get the
more-
equipment.
Yeah, it needs
I'm gonna
more
reroll
planning
that.
than.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
You go to put.
Are you
Tank-
wrangling the tank?
No, he's trying to wrangle Fluffy.
No, I'm taking Fluffy and her brood out for walkies So outside the front end of the tank where the gun port is, you see a bunch of leashes as the dogs run alongside.
As long as he doesn't try to recreate the World War II thing of like training dogs to run underneath tanks, because that ended poorly.
That's because they trained with their own tanks.
Yes, that was a very silly mistake.
It worked, but not in the way they thought it would.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Shall
the
we see if the governor wants to kill us or not?
that's probably a good idea.
Go down.
You've got a
make
few days
nasty-
before the Predator Dalmatia arrives in system. Well, in
Yeah, right.
orbit.
Well, we're essentially just a week ahead of it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Just bring up the governor. It's like, hey, how was that party? Is it arranged? Wink.
You don't have to keep saying wink.
What a terrible facial tick you have.
It would be gauche to point it out, though.
What is the nature of this party? What is the goal? Am I holding a social soiree?
Oh, just a little meeting between friends. Just.
I would like to point out the last time you had a meeting on this planet, I had to redecorate the entire dining room.
Yes, hopefully we'll avoid that. I just need some time to meet with one of my fellow rogue traders in private. At some place of suitable consequence.
And also to make sure that her entourage is kept at bay.
I'm not telling them that.
All right.
That's your job.
Yeah.
Okay. You helped me secure my premises to the governorship. So I am willing to lend you a dining room and some quiet. I'll even throw in some food. But
We have lost Terran, by the way.
well, that was careless in the warp.
Terran is out, floating very angrily.
He's trying to figure out how to actually get the tank. My stammer's kicking my tank to drop properly. It's not working, and he's getting very annoyed with it.
Yes, just make sure that we're suitably undisturbed, and
I will.
Yes,
Until the shooting starts, which means my guards will be coming in with extreme prejudice.
hopefully that shouldn't happen. I am
doesn't
93% sure it won't happen that way.
It doesn't necessarily have to take place in the governor's manor itself. It could be just one of his summer homes off in the wilderness, in the distance.
Oh yeah, it's not going to be in the palace. He's learned it from that.
Yeah,
But he is also going to post his guards around it just to make sure his property gets maintained. You have a reputation now.
Oh yes, and also we're using some backcountry to test a tank. I suggest you not go near that, and we'll promise not to blow up anything that looks too expensive.
You just hear a guard and go, Magelalius!
The Fluffy 2.3 goes and has a wee on a Azalea and watches it burn, catch fire immediately afterwards.
These formal gardens have been here for 1,000 years. And you
It
go
must be
and
replanted.
yellow a tank for it.
Oh, 1,000 years, Nouveau rich.
I know. It's been a while. The Imperium didn't get here till much later.
Come back to me when you actually hear from a millennia.
That is 1,000 years.
Trace yourself back to family upon Terra itself, and then we have something to talk about.
That's better, right?
There we go. Sorry. I don't know why that was so fun.
Are there any preparations we want to make beforehand?
Yep. You've got a kind of standard little country home. Landing pads, like meter thick walls.
It's only the size of two
Palatial
school. It's only the size of two WalMarts put side by side.
Yeah.
It's quaint.
It did have some rather nice formal gardens until you arrived.
Rustic. And they've all been destroyed by the dog.
And the tank.
Well, yes.
So who wants to? So I'm guessing we need to watch various points here as well to make sure that each
Well-
one of our entourage is occupied.
Well, I mean,
So
look,
who wants to
what we
take
can-
who is a question.
Look, what we can probably, well, we could just try to pair off with our counterparts.
True. I mean, we can also pair up against people who would actually probably have some advantage against.
I mean, what we should probably try. I mean, what would probably happen, right, is that we as the entourage would have a separate like banquet with them as the entourage, right?
Yep, nice outdoor buffet table.
Yeah, outside so that the scorch marks are easy to clean off.
Yeah. What you have to do now is decide are you going to go the David Eddings thing of like perfectly pairing up, or are you just going to try and break it? Or anything on the Red Dead Fox? Sorry, I read a few David Eddings books, and it tends to always be that there are perfect counters to each other on both sides.
No.
I mean, it doesn't really necessarily mean that everything has to devolve into violence, but
Well,
just in case it does.
look, I think that I definitely should try to fight the enemy navigator, or
Yes.
like try to deal with the enemy navigator, because I'm the only one that will not get horribly instantly murdered by their endless stare and also has a chance of resisting their psychic nonsense.
Yeah, but if you can catch anyone else who is weak against psychic
Sure.
nonsense, you can probably deal with the tech priest and their cyber creatures.
Well, I can try, but it does mean I got to be pretty close to.
You know what? I mean, we could like assign, try to assign our roles and everything, or we can have just like we can all roll d10s and see who ends up with whom.
Honestly, that's not a bad way to do it, because I mean,
Just-
it is a party thing. It would be weird if we were trying to like stick to someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think about that, Serpentis, who is muted and added, who?
Everyone else.
Sounds fine to me if it's all a bit random, but I'm kind of locked in with the rogue trader, so.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't really have a choice.
We set all this up so you can have a talk with her without her to suss her out.
Is that okay with you, Graham?
Yeah.
Introduce a bit of random stupidity.
Randomosa.
Yep.
I mean, I at least have two hangers on. Hangers on. So I'll probably have to deal with the man with his 5 cyber raptors and riding his Leviathan.
Yeah, they could
His
get a
own personal
Leviathan.
Leviathan that he reclaimed after he got his hands on the Carno T-Rex and repaired it.
Well, I suppose the only advantage of like Terran having to drop out is Terran's guy is also missing.
I mean, we're doing it right now. Or are we doing that? I thought we were doing that next time.
No, it's only 8 o'clock.
Oh,
There's
okay.
an hour left.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was
yeah,
like,
I don't know
looking,
about
it was like
the-
3 o'clock already. I'm like, huh.
do you need to go?
No, I have to go hit the restroom real fast, but that's about it.
Yeah, because I mean,
I mean, sure, if
could
you want
try
to
to-
set everything up.
we could wait for Terran, but on the other hand, there's no reason not to do it right now either.
Fair enough. There, I'll be
All
back
right.
real fast, and then.
Okay. Is there any other preparation you want to do, like before this guy gets back and we get started?
Load the radioactive rounds into the macro can.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
we don't want to get our ships involved in this.
No, I know we don't want to, but call me slightly pessimistic in wanting to ready for it.
Rex is just updating his base Delta Zero orders. It's like nuke the site I'm on and then leave immediately and find the next heir.
Okay, so dead man switch, got it.
There's no left to go 3D out in space. She's having a bad time out there.
Not worried.
Oh well, she just got sucked into the cauldron. Bye.
I wanted to sort of make that sort
Yeah.
of satisfying cartoon.
I don't know. We could probably try to set up something clever. I mean, the problem is we also don't want to appear not neutral. You know, we don't want to tip them off in any way if we can help it.
Aye, and the more fancy and complicated we try to make it, the more parts could blow up in our face.
Yeah. Maybe some way to signal to Rex if we're getting attacked.
Yeah, you've got a comm bead, so you can set up just like an emergency button.
I suppose.
All right.
That's a start, and yeah, if we prep too much more than that, there's a decent chance to Vil, if she's lying, Vil's officers, if she's telling the truth, will cotton on.
Honestly, yeah.
All right, so just put it on Discord now.
Yeah, Rex is going in with just his traditional heirloom sword and pistol, just sidearms only. Because, you know, those honor the family. Can't go without those.
No heirloom
actually-
power armor, then.
Oh, no, the heirloom armor, definitely. Because that's Saint Blessed. That's holy.
Good.
Yeah, that's actually a fair point. What weapons can we take with us?
That'll probably be down to negotiation, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Brow mounted Nova cannon.
Chloe, we'll skip to that now. That's probably a good thing to do. You'll get a hail as the Pride of Dalmatia comes into orbit on the opposite side of the planet. This is Gus speaking for the Lady DeVille. We have received your offer of a party and find it interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you suggest we meet?
Rex, I assume I'm speaking on your behalf, right?
Sure.
We we offer. Well, we have secured the governor's country mansion, I suppose.
Yeah, private retreat. One of the two.
Yeah, private. Will the governor be in attendance?
He's not planning on.
Okay,
He was invited, but I guess he had affairs of state.
Yeah, I think he knew better.
He fully expects this place to not exist by the end of today.
That's entirely fair. Okay. Yeah, we have secured the grounds of the governor's country mansion for this event.
Send me the technical details. And you do.
Wait.
And he says,
Yeah.
okay. What are the terms of the meet? Sidearms? Minimal crew?
Now, aside to the, out of, because we would have discussed this ahead of time, what do we want to bring? Because, John, I think, it's you and, Discard, you and Serpentis are the one that'll be limited by sidearms only.
Yeah, I certainly would be admittedly.
So,
that being said, if we're going with the original plan of it's a sort of private-ish meeting,
All right, I'm back.
I suppose we could always argue for a dispensation for those not in the meeting to simply be in a different location and therefore not bound by.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We're just sorting out the terms of the meet.
Sorry.
yeah, well, we will be. Excuse me.
Well,
They'll
probably say that anyone who's can stay but with the shuttle.
Well, I mean, yeah. Look, we will be presumably so it'll be the meeting between the rogue traders, and then there'll be a separate banquet outside for the rest of us because we are still,
Certs.
yeah. Um,
Like senior staff only.
yeah, basically. So yeah, for the rogue traders, definitely sidearms only. The usual stuff that rogue traders would take to that. For the rest of us is the question.
Yeah, I think the rogue traders could probably just turn up in whatever because they're rogue traders and they just want to think it's just.
Yeah, you can't really tell a rogue trader what to and what not to turn up.
Yeah, but you can just declare, you can stop you bringing like a full company of armsmen in full combat gear.
Yeah, so let's say minimal crew.
Yeah. Single shuttle.
And then a single shuttle worth of people.
Mhm.
And then discard cementers. Do you want to bring your like proper weapons or be limited to sidearms?
I personally would rather bring some proper weapons because if I'm down to my sidearm, it does remove most of my top
I
option.
can only for me, I only really need is either my pets and pets and or just I can.
Well, I
Only,
think
I
the
mean, I'm just going with just a shock staff necessary.
Well, the pets would probably be limited under the sidearms only treaty because they will recognize that the acidic
They're
paralytic
fluffy.
beast next to you is a valid weapon. Okay, well, let's say, full regalia of office.
Well, this is the only thing is also though we know what we're going to be following whatever rules. We don't know if they're going to be following whatever rules.
That's
Which is exactly why I'd rather have my full armaments, so inevitably they don't
Yeah.
follow the rules. I can actually
I mean-
defend the rogue trader.
Right, full armament, but the full armament has to stay by the shuttle.
Yes.
Only sidearms in the closer meeting.
Yeah, that's better. Could work with that.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Like, it's fine for me. I don't need any weapons other than my sidearm. I don't even need my sidearm.
I can tolerate that because I literally have sprint now, so I can literally just sprint to the shuttle faster than some other people might. I'd like.
Yeah, I have Fluffy who can. I have Fluffy and what did I call?
I vaguely want us. I sort of
Fluffy
wish
and
we
bitey.
like decided to hide the tank somewhere on the grounds.
Well, the tank
Okay,
is.
That would have to
Far
be a
enough.
skill check.
try
You've
and
got
do
the
a
time.
creep.
They've definitely got the time to try and hide the
Yeah.
tank.
Okay, so what do we think about the idea of hiding the tank somewhere on the grounds? Because I like it as an idea.
I think if we have the run of the estate because the governor's not here, which I
And a
believe
week
that's
of time.
the case.
Yeah, and a week
Yeah.
of time. So
I would absolutely advocate for that, boss, simply because having your tank hanging around is always going to be a handy force multiplier if something does go wrong.
Yes, fine. Just don't tell me about it.
Yep, reasonable.
Do we?
Okay, so what do we
do
use
How
to-
do we? I think would be concealment. Is honestly just a concealed
Yeah.
tank.
does anyone have concealment?
2 seconds.
I have it at. I don't think I have it in scope for my character.
Ooh, yes. 56.
Okay. That's not too bad.
Boss,
Penalties,
can
Gray?
you give a hover but look the other way?
No.
Okay, fine.
Entirely fair. It's entirely fair.
Put a -10 on it because it is a fairly chunky thing, but you have got time, so kind of.
Okay, that's reasonable. So -10 total.
Like, a tank is a relatively hard thing to hide, but you have got a week to do it.
You
Yeah.
can cover it in azaleas.
Oh no, I have an idea if this comes out. So, decorative water feature,
Yes.
if there is one, it is now a sort of a hatch equivalent almost, and when it sort of pops open, tank drives out.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
I
I like
thought you put you piped in a boy taking a leak over the side of the tank, and as a
That would be what would have happened if I'd have rolled a 96.
96 would have, they just took a fountain and stuck it on the turret. It's like, it's a fountain, honest.
That would have been John really thinks this is a good idea when it isn't. No, so the fountain's like the cover, it can sort of shoot back and the tank can roll out.
Yeah. It's a very elaborate fountain that you've built around it.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the fountain will maybe
It's-
like more disintegrate when we drive it out of there, but yeah.
Look, we built the fountain. We're not destroying the governor's property.
There wasn't a fountain there before. It's basically you've just taken a tank, put a big bit like brick wall around it, and then like a little pool.
Yeah.
And you're just basically hoping that the entire they just think, oh god, this terrible backwater world architecture. They think that's classical.
I mean, also we'll try and line it a little bit so it's not a little bit auspexing proof.
Well, yeah, it's not.
On a
obvious.
3-degree success, that's not bad.
No,
So yes, you do have a
Yeah.
Lehman Russ hidden in the ground.
that's
In
great.
the bushes.
And you have
But
no
in-
map for this, obviously, but yeah.
In my experience, the best water features are the one that can fire high explosive anti-tank ordnance. But
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, actually, Gray, this might be a pretty big fight. Do you want time to build a map for this?
If it actually turns into a fight, we'll call it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't have to.
it's almost certain.
knowing us,
Yeah, that's
It's-
basically it. Are you trying to bump off like all these guys?
Well, I think we're
Is
waiting to hear
that
what
the aim? That's what it
We're
comes down to.
We're waiting to hear what Rex says, because Rex could
Yeah.
entirely decide to say, "Yeah, no, go loud," and then, as his loyal crew members,
It's entirely up to if Cadaville tries stabbing Rex during the meeting. I'm sure.
I mean,
We're
or
just
if,
out here eating. We're out here eating tiny canapes and making veiled threats at each other.
yes. Yeah, look, that's how it's going to start, but I don't think that's how it's going to end.
I mean, it might just end amicably, and we all go off into what our next stage is. But who knows?
Well, your initial orders are just to be as distracting as possible, and make sure none of them is listening in.
All right.
I will then I will ferret some trank upon myself and see if anyone wants to get a booze on them.
Okay, so we can at least start this in narrative mode.
Yeah.
we'll try.
I have
Let's
the
start
hard
this
stuff
politely.
upon my person.
We'll start this politely. It
Yeah.
will not end
So-
politely, I think.
On the day at the appointed time, 2 shuttles will kind of arrive at the governor's mansion, park,
Mountain.
mountain mansion.
Same thing, right?
Yeah, which is it's like the like a skiing resort now in my head.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, he's put you as far away from civilization as possible.
Again, to be fair, common sense.
Yeah. The last time you visited this planet, there was a coup.
Mhm.
Well, more like a line of succession, but yeah, you know the thing.
A coup of succession. It all blends together.
Yeah. So, the probably about 600-700 meters apart for the 2 landing pads,
Mhm.
just like safety distance,
Yeah.
and you'll see kind of like the sorry, my stamina is playing up tonight.
It's fine.
You'll see the crew like walk out on the other side and stand there for a few seconds of the and you'll notice that there is the 789 does seem to be missing. So
Oh yeah, because he's still technically left behind on that planet after we shelled the shit out of the city, isn't he? Possibly, we don't know.
or on the ship. You have no idea
yeah.
if you made it up to the ship before you nuked it, because you did wait till get off.
That's a fair point. Yes.
So I've got him just floating around in the ether at the moment. But you'll
This is
notice
40K. That's a threatening statement.
well, there's at least one enemy floating in the ether after the library. If I need a BAM, I can always just drop him in.
Or from orbit, yes. He just
Librarian,
does-
demonic librarian turns up. It's like, you have burned my home. Now you must die.
You tried to steal our minds.
Sorry, this isn't Prospero. Wrong, wrong, Russ.
All right. So you'll notice, like Billy, the Ratling, with his sniper rifle,
Well,
who
hello
will
again.
kind of set himself up on top of the shuttle and kind of light up a massive cigar. Probably technically a normal sized cigar, but yeah, he's a Ratling.
Oh yeah, no, he's a ratling. To be fair,
Yeah,
is for
okay.
him a huge risk. Oh, that's fair enough.
Okay. Gastron, Scuzz, and Peter will then move to the bottom of the landing pad and wait to see what you do.
I'll wait.
Does
I
we-
will wave merrily at him, holding up a big one of my bottles of trank upon me. Drink,
I suppose-
lads. Let me reroll that.
Immediately dead drunk.
You drop the bottle and pour it on your shoe.
1 sec. You know what? Not nearly as bad. But I am drink. I am drink. I pop the corp and drink in front of them.
All right.
Yeah.
Rex
Well,
takes 2
yeah.
wounds as embarrassment.
Yeah,
I
due to
think
that
you
case
should-
factor,
Yeah.
I'm just staying on the shuttle for another half hour, just letting you guys stare at each other, seeing if you manage to screw this up just on your own.
Right. Discard, make me a toughness check. You can have plus
That
10.
is plus 10. Okay. One second. My last one for before going into combat. I'm sure. Okay. No, but
No.
sure.
Yeah, you.
don't- I immediately feel the liver poisoning set in.
That's why you cyberneticize your liver.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you're already feeling a little bit tipsy.
Do I get any level of fatigue,
Rex.
Gray?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I'm not that mean, but you are like 1 point behind on the drinking test game already.
Okay. Well, after letting Wilmount thoroughly embarrass himself, like Rex will step out, like do the formal waves, the queen wave, and then slowly start walking towards the manor.
As soon as you start walking, Petter, Scuzz, and was she not on there? Oh, she's in the wrong pile. Eliza.
Why?
Eliza and Gastron will be in walking, leaving Billy on Overwatch.
Wait, how many do they have?
5,
That we know of. Yeah, 5.
5 to our
4.
4. Well, 3 right now, actually.
Technically, yes. They'll have 40 or 3.
Okay.
But we'll say that Isaac is on site somewhere, just hidden, possibly in the
Yeah, I
tank.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, we accidentally built him into the fountain, so we put him in the tank while we're at it.
Oh, it's an episode of
Don't
Thomas
stop.
Tank Engine.
Hey! No. We named the tank's engine Thomas. We don't talk about why the tech priest does it.
All right. They will enter from one side of the building.
Yeah, enter from the other side and just head towards the grand ballroom in the middle.
Okay. So you'll come up to the entrance of the ballroom, and Eliza will give you a nod. Not Eliza, sorry, Petter.
Made any appearance yet?
Yes, sorry?
Has Deville made an appearance yet?
Yeah, she's in this group.
Okay.
She's although they technically outnumber you by 1, if she's being truthful, you'll be even.
If
If she's not being truthful, then you're outnumbered.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So
Okay.
you're at the doors of the ballroom, and it's obvious that they are going to try and stick beside her.
Well, I
Well, time to
assume
see if we
there
can
are
peel them off with our social graces.
Yes,
wait, what
social
was that?
checks.
some
I'm
of
assuming
us have
Serpentis, I'm assuming you're still at the ship.
Yes.
Yeah, so you're basically looking down at Billy down a sniper rifle, and vice versa.
Unless you want to be here and talk shop with the halfling, I'm sure.
No, because first of all,
Halfling
I have
is-
no social skills, and I'm already on bad terms with the boss after, the whole library thing, so I don't want to fuck that up. And secondly, if I keep the rattling busy looking at me in a staring contest, he's not going to snipe out one of you two while I'm not looking.
I thought the halfling was a
That's-
chef. Oh,
No, the chef is
No.
just a horrible little repugnant man.
The chef is just a walking stereotype. The sniper is actually a rat man.
The chef, of course, has got like a picnic hamper with him,
Of course.
and he's eating from it.
I do have Scholastic Lore Beasts. And the chef is a man probably of exotic flavors and tastes, right?
They're part of the Gastrocuisinotica, so yes.
So would it be possible to fascinate him with see if I can bullet hole and fascinate him with the wondrous different conversation, the wondrous different delicacies I have run across from, when you when you catch a rare one of a kind quail and fry it up in batter.
All right, roll me cook then.
Oh, I don't have cook, I have beasts.
All
Everything that
right,
you
try
probably
beasts
fry.
at -20 then.
Good lord.
Well, you still have fate
I
points.
have to go get chef. I have to go get the chef ability next soon. What, 82? God damn it. Give me a second. My last one. Did not work out.
Now he just launches into a spiel of his own stories. He completely ignores you, and he just starts talking about his cooking and how it's the best in the world.
Is it possible to keep him talking though? Is the main thing. It's sometimes when a person is venal as this man is, he'll lovingly preen his own feathers.
Give me a deceive. On top of that.
God damn it! I have to be. Why am I being social with a character I don't have social roles with?
You're too addicted to it.
Yes, I know. I look horribly bored and pained.
Yeah, you're not going to peel him off like this. So who wants to try and peel somebody else off?
Well, I mean, it's only me. So how many people do I have to peel off now?
There's
the rat is busy staring at me.
There's Eliza and Scuzz. So.
Okay. So okay, great. I just realized since the beginning of the game, I've actually had the vendetta thing.
Yeah.
What house is what navigator house is the
Elsa Farsight?
Yes.
You don't know.
Okay.
Maybe you should try and find out.
Yeah, I suppose. That would be what, like a forbidden lure.
Yeah, forbidden lure. Navigators, yeah. But you have a +20 on that because you're a navigator.
Oh, there's the negative. There's the 0.6 I needed.
I know.
Yeah. All right, so you start engaging into like conversation about a house, and she just kind of makes like, house Decon, house Farsight, and what she says doesn't match up because nothing what she says links to any known navigator house.
Okay.
So yeah, she's trying to lie to somebody, and you see straight through the lie.
Okay.
And then she's going to try something herself. If we can actually click on the skill.
Go ahead.
Where's that gone? I can see it, but I can't click on it.
Yes. If you can't click on it, it's an automatic failure, Gray.
It's Blather.
Oh, Blather.
What's that based off?
It must be Fellowship, right?
Fellowship.
Yeah, I'll just roll Fellowship.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could roll flat Fellowship, I would have been better off for that.
Okay.
What am I opposing that with, or am I opposing that with anything?
What do you want to try? Because she's basically just trying to talk your ear off to distract you from the fact she knows she's made the mistake.
Inquiry?
Inquiry? Yep. Push into this a little further.
Bonuses, penalties?
I have a +30 because you got 8 degrees of success, which is ridiculous.
Okay. It's ridiculous. Oh, okay. Only 4 degrees of success, so I don't.
Oh, only.
Well, I mean, it's against her 6 degrees.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
So,
you know she's BSing, but you're not able to get any more useful information out of her. She's gone defensive, and she's just talking about like general navigator stuff or whatever stuff like that.
But have I peeled her off?
I'm gonna actually do.
I mean, this is.
You're
I mean,
talking
it does
to her.
It does take quite a bit to be defensive. So she has.
Yeah.
I would say she probably has shifted her attention away
I'm
from
gonna do an intelligence check
Deville,
Yeah.
to see if
But
she
you wanna do it-
realizes what's going on.
of course.
Okay.
So
Well-
she's notices that she's getting further away. She says, "Oh, sorry, I must stay with my mistress."
Can
So
I attempt to charm her?
You can, of course.
Opposed, Grey, or not?
No, just go straight for it.
Okay, so this is a formal occasion, yes?
Yes,
Okay, plus
this is a duel for talking.
Reroll.
I use my another reroll.
Catch her by the hand and hold her in play and hold her and be like, "Oh no, don't go."
90
don't
minutes.
go."
Yeah, botch it, catch it by the thing, pull a bandana off.
Pull it into a headlock.
Yes, fantastic. No, I successfully managed not to.
All right. So what are you going to say to her to hold her in play then? Because she's kind of like you are now. She's gaunt. No, she's tall. She's gaunt, pale. So you've got quite a lot more in common than last time you met.
I
Okay, so
mean,
what you're saying is she has a number of sort of mutations.
Yeah.
you could
Okay.
hold her you could hold her with charm of just being like, you understand what she's going through.
Yeah. I recently picked up a mutation, right? So
Yeah.
just talk about that sort of on the side.
Camaraderie, bond over your shared hardships.
Yeah.
Yeah, which works
Yeah.
for charm.
Yeah, and she obviously feels like people don't really talk about mutations openly, and someone actually being honest about like their lot in life
Yeah,
is enough to get her to actually distract her and engage her, and she doesn't realise it now.
Get a chance really to talk about this stuff anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Right, so
You just sat down to have tea.
Yes.
yeah, quite a type of fellow navigator. So, what are you going to do to try and remove one of the other two then?
So which one is Buzz?
Has Rex got any ideas?
Oh yeah, Rick. Do you have an idea?
Well, he's just going to try to stare down that chef since they had a meeting previously, so he's just going to narrow his eyes and glare at him.
That's
Trying
fair.
for an intimidate
Yeah.
or something.
Yep.
Go away, you tiny little man.
You may want to reroll.
No, that works because like last time, like Rex did not come off the best, so I feel that's fitting.
Gastro removes a little pot of creme brulee and then brings out a little, like those handheld chef burners, and just starts flaming the top of it while staring in eye contact.
Okay,
And then he gets a
now-
spoon and just starts spooning it into his mouth.
Who else is here, by the way? Besides Chef Man.
Scuzz, the ogre.
I look up at Scuzz. I look down at my beer. I bring out the bigger beer bottle. I ask Scuzz if he wants a drink too. If he wants a drink.
No.
That's my last. Yeah, nope. Even
I do not drink. It infects my mental capacities. Remember, he's a brain boy. He's got all those wires and stuff into a massive backpack he has to carry around all the time.
Yeah, he's the seneschal. Yes.
He's a seneschal, yes.
Okay. Can I attempt to take over with?
You unfortunately you're pinning, so
Okay. Yeah.
you're kind of you're out.
Well, then, yeah, it's on you two guys. Good luck.
I am much more a man of action and booze, and I have not been able to roll below a 90 for anything of social.
Challenge him to an arm wrestle.
Invite-
Fair. Okay. Yeah.
invite
No.
Chat.
What's that? Go ahead.
Invite them to look at the chat and let them take sanity damage. Jesus Christ.
What is Chad saying?
As it turns out, Tau skin cream works wonder for navigators, and the two freaks start talking about trying to get more. Thank you, Bubba.
You know what? Yeah, no. I'm like, oh, you think you're too good? Oh, God damn it! You think you're too good for me?
Yes.
You wanted to
Yes.
talk. You would have a talk. You would have a get. You think? Like, I roll up my arm. Like, come on, let's. You think you could match this bicep?
He holds out like a finger, and it's as thick as your arm. Katerina is fortunately too engrossed in the conversation now to notice how badly it's going for the rest of.
Yeah.
Only this.
Leave me alone, little man.
I'll sulk
Overpower.
away.
Alright, so you've reached the doors. You've peeled off 2 of them, but the other 2 will be staying with their mistress.
I mean, look, I'm not like I can wrangle away. I can't wrangle one away.
You can't literally throw a.
You grab the chef's pastry and try to lead him off by dangling it in front of him.
It appears
Yes,
to
you
work.
know what? Fuck it, I'll do that.
It's not going to work.
Look, I've committed to making myself the ass of this feast.
I mean, Gray, he rolled 7 degrees of success.
You can't wrangle a person.
Apparently, you can with 7 degrees of success.
I don't know. Maybe the dog runs through and like takes something off of him and like runs away.
That
no,
works.
I get the dog to
yeah.
go. I get Fluffy to go and steal the chef's creme brulee from his hand.
No! That is imported!
He starts licking. He just starts looking smug and
It's
running
going to have
off.
to be a willpower check.
Yes. Yes.
No! He immediately sprints after the Fluffy, trying to get back his imported delicacy.
Please tell me that I could just immediately see Fluffy busting out the doors, interrupting the sniper stare down, and the chef just chasing off.
Yes.
Huh.
Okay, so
He
this
brings out the flavour, so you may end up with what's left of Fluffy, depending on how this goes, but you know. I will kill you, you worthless dog!
Well, he brings out his with the little chef's flamer.
Yes, because he hasn't been able to bring the big one, because, like, weapons, but, you know. So he's chasing off with a little blowtorch.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Rex can try one more thing and hold out an arm in a gentlemanly way to the villains. Like, oh, surely I owe you a dance for all the gracious times you've given one to me, and like make a meaningful eyes at the Ogrin and try to just draw her in by herself
Okay.
with a charm.
Charm, yeah. Ah.
There we go.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
He does well, but at a 25, he was never going to beat that.
No.
Lone range. Can he even catch the dog? That's a good check.
Probably not.
Roll
so
agility for the dog.
Okay, roll agility for the. Oh God, Lord! All right, give me a moment. The dog does not have my agility level, so I'm more agile than this dog. By the way, that's just funny.
No, I mean he is a.
All right,
Well, he failed it by 2, so you
Yeah.
know. Damn it.
They keep a pace.
They're keeping
Yeah.
pace.
Fluffy looks happy as he holds the creme brulee high in the air as he's doing the doggy prance thing. When
I
the
so
chef,
want to beckon Fluffy over and just pat them outside just to continue the...
All right. So yes.
is that? Go ahead.
Scuzz will step back, knowing that he can only push this so far. And in a empty dance floor, the two, Peta and Rex, will begin to dance. You'll be able to quickly lead her over to like the far side of the room as you do like circuit waltzing around the room.
Yep, and just lean in and whisper in her ear. You finally have me alone. Is it everything you imagined?
Okay. Luckily, she's got a good deceive. All right, she kind of and do so.
Good to see.
Yeah. She looks around at Skills and waits to the opportune moment. It's like, I'm sorry for everything that's happened. I really didn't want it to be like this, but they have my father.
What can one do?
I don't know. I don't even know where they're keeping him. But they've said that they'll kill him if they if I don't do what they say. I mean, my mother was the rogue trader, so he's not useful to them in any way like that. But one can't sacrifice one's father, can there? One and dip, and for once she's actually allowing you to lead, which is a first.
Shocking.
Yeah, how transgressive? Not sure.
Yeah.
It's the 40th millennium. I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Unusual for her character.
Yeah, unusual for her character as opposed to socially. In every other encounter, she's been making sure she's the one that leads. I think probably socially it probably alternates, or there's probably some rank thing, but she's always been forcing herself to, forcing you to accept her as the dominant.
Except her. Yeah, except her on the
Now
target.
she is allowing you to lead.
Fair enough. So just
So
can't
it's
be
kind of
solved here then.
because I kind of see how it works. It's it wouldn't be a male-female split. It would literally be, I'm a planetary governor. I would lead the dance. That type of social rank thing.
Yep, just positioning.
Yeah, everything in this is positioning.
Phrasing. But anyways, well, do a spin, bow, and just say out loud, well, I suppose it can't be solved in this moment, then. We'll have to negotiate.
I've always had
Just
to.
at a regular volume, sorry.
Yeah, and she'll reply, I am happy with negotiation. I've always been skilled at it. And if not me, I can always count on my cabal.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
And she's kind of gestures at Scuzz when she does that. And you just, out the corner of your eye, you just see, Fluffy rush past and the chef rush past outside the window. They're mostly competent.
Well, at this point, Rex is just going to tap his ear a couple of times to send the signal to not immediately light anything on fire, and then I guess proceed with more formal events.
Okay. So, what did you ask me here to negotiate? And at this point, you can see Scuzz is looming forwards.
Yeah, commerce and so forth. Do you have commerce at all?
Oh yes, potential joint ventures out in the Coronis expanse. It's new land, limitless opportunities.
And she's about to speak, and then Scuzz just cuts straight across her. We don't know what you can offer us. You have a ship, and you have some small holdings, but we are a much more powerful house. What will you bring to the table?
Oh, I've done a number of exploratory missions. I've found many interesting things.
Yes, and been behind on your taxes and lost all your money.
Oh, the family fortune's doing just fine. We're quite comfortable, you see.
He nods his head. Yes, we heard that you tracked down your seneschal. Ugly business, that. Isn't it, dear? She just nods.
Oh yes, there are still some things to take care of, and flicks his eyes over to the chef who is running by the window.
Yeah. Give me that! Give me that! At this point, the dog just drops it almost because he's finished it at this point.
It's just he's licking it.
He's licking it. It's pretty much gone. And then as the chef gets in range, he just sprints off, and the chef just sinks to his knees and holds it in his hands. It's like, no!
Meanwhile, Jard outside is just bellowing with laughter at all this, to be honest.
No, Billy is
Fluffy
also laughing, you notice.
Fluffy comes back to where Walmart is sulkily drinking from after being bombed by Scuzz, and just starts patting Fluffy on the head. Good boy.
Well,
Girl.
If
Good
not-
girl.
yeah, if nothing else, Rex will offer to like trade mapped routes throughout the expanse, because most of his mapped routes lead to Fortosis, which is his own place, so that's all to his benefit.
Yeah. Is there any other major things you would like to consider?
Still early days. Just building relationships, business.
How
is all
goes your
about
hunt?
relationships.
How goes your hunt? We
Have
have
a-
something nicely lined up, don't we, dear? He pats Pet on the head, kind of almost condescendingly.
I'll ask you to be polite to the lady.
Oh, I'm nothing but polite. I almost raised the lady.
Yeah, just grits his teeth.
Yeah.
Well, nothing major. Just building relationships.
Ah, good. Relationships are important. Maybe one day they'll lead to actual cash. But yes, we are hunting something on wherever is that?
We got
But
these recently for our the thing we're trying to find.
yes, you actually have a location for yours, but you probably don't want to be going around telling them that.
No.
Yeah, we are investigating around Cinder Hall ourselves. Yeah, there seems to be some flying creatures down that way.
Oh, we've already charted several of those regions and found nothing. But best of luck to you, I suppose.
Oh well, we have I forget her name. I keep wanting to call her Elsa. That is Elsa. That's why I keep wanting to call her.
Her name is. She keeps trying to call her Elsa. It turns out name actually Elsa.
Yes,
Oh,
apparently I
no.
was. I don't know. Maybe I've been forced to watch Frozen.
You poor soul.
more than twice.
He's not a big film fan, so yeah.
Good to hear. You have not raised a cinephile, Gray.
I know. We watched the BFG today. So
Aw.
BFG.
yeah,
Big Freddy
Big Family Giant.
Great book.
Roald Dahl book in a film. But yeah, she's. We have Elsa. She's very talented at finding new and interesting places.
Well, we have an ancient map that was created over the course of 5,000 years.
Interesting. I'm sure Elsa would love to get her eyes on that.
Proprietary.
Maybe we could organise something.
Oh, we're still testing it for the Navigator houses. Proprietary, you understand?
I'm sure we can.
Oh yes.
I'm sure you can arrange a viewing, for the right price. If necessary.
Absolutely not.
Fair enough.
No, that's literally one of the most valuable things in the Expanse. It's a map can help you find your way to anywhere.
At the cost of your sanity, but you know what? That
Yeah.
works over time.
That very
Yeah,
strongly implies we had sanity to begin with.
It's going to be very useful when you jump to this location anyway, because you've only got like circumstance evidence to Karnak. So that and the map give you a chance of actually finding it. Alright.
So presumably we just posture at each other for a
yeah,
while.
you're posturing at each other now. Yeah, you both know that, he's not going to give you anything of worth, and you aren't going to give him anything, so. After maybe half an hour of pleasantries, you'll back out the rooms together and return to the ship. And she will kind of like, before so, thank you for the dance. It's very illuminating. And hopefully your fortunes improve.
Yes, I do hope we can manage it again.
Of course. And then she'll kind of walk and out towards the ship. and collecting off the earth, and they'll get up and leave. So, yeah, managed not to kill everyone. Congratulations.
We managed not to get into a fight, but we know more of the backstory now.
Yeah.
If we can actually get one of them alone and get there, find out who knows where her father is.
Yeah, and you have seen that she does send that, though she doesn't send them out on their own. But you've never encountered her in the field with her guys. You've only encountered her, like, crew, the cabal, as she used the word.
Basically, we only ever encountered her through at social occasions because she's basically their figurehead.
Yeah. So you have found them. You have got a chance of tracking them down individually, if you can figure out where they are.
Well, I am, I suppose, technically maybe friends with the navigator now.
Yeah, you seem to have got on pretty well.
I mean, you can also. I mean, the thing is, we know the possibility of where one is at. If we go back to where we nuked that place and see if we can hunt him, if we can confirm his body or not.
He's almost certainly not there. And how long has it been since you killed him, potentially?
Real time. Because you had that massive year-long jump, so it's like a year and a half almost.
Yeah, either he's not dead or something ate him. What was left of him?
Fair enough.
I mean, didn't you also hit him potentially with a macro cannon?
I
We
blew
hit
up to see that he was in. So, technically speaking, I wasn't firing at him.
But a macro cannon impacted somewhere in his vicinity. That would have killed him.
Oh, pop. I
But
guess
that
he
was-
should have rolled on dodge.
That was also after you lost the spaceship.
Yes, that is
So,
true. So he wouldn't necessarily have been.
Yes. So he might be dead, but you also know full well that if he's on the planet, he's probably dead. If he wasn't on the planet, he's probably out there rather annoyed you wiped out his new business
His new
Adventure.
venture.
And also, there's no way of knowing whether or not he's dead because you guys hit him with a macro cannon.
No, there's definitely no
So-
body to find anyway.
Yeah. So if he's dead, yeah, we wouldn't be able to know. And if he isn't dead, well,
I do love playing a very socially awkward character. Just, oh well.
All right.
Anyway.
Is there anything else you would like to achieve this week?
I think we've achieved a fair amount.
Yeah.
So I'd like to become. So how is the process of becoming a demon prince again, Gray? I'm
Just carry on as you are.
Fair enough. On my way.
Do you still have the demon in your head? Yes, no?
No, I don't. I already dispelled that whole thing when I threw that one man off that balcony.
Oh, okay. I wasn't here for that, so yeah.
That's why he's got a chip in his head.
We're pretty much done for the week.
I feel we are, yes.
Yep.
So, what's your plans for next week, just so I can do some planning? Are you going to go hunting for Karnak or hunting for members of the DeVille clan?
What's Karnak? Who's Karnak?
Karnak is
Karnak
the place where this mythical beast that you want to be hunting is.
How
Oh, I mean, I suppose it's up to Rex.
Yeah.
how far are we along on the? How much longer until the meet again for the?
You have 4.76 years until the main what do you call it event.
I would say securing the Karnak for that is equally time pressing.
Yeah, and plus the Ogren said they had a lead on it, so it's probably best to pursue that first.
Hey, not to mention if they have a lead on it, they may well end up being in the vicinity. We can polish them off on the route. Right.
No, if we're running
fair.
for if they're looking for the same Karnak we are.
I wouldn't put it past them.
All right.
Yep, and other thing we're looking for is basically we need a psyker who's able to track down, who's able to predict where people are going to be in the future.
Is that even a thing?
Yes.
Yeah?
That is one of the main things for an astropath.
Oh, sorry, astropath.
The astropaths can do that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I assume we need a specialist rather than the boy we got on our ship right now. But that's a line item.
All right. Then we'll call this one to the end of the week. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. We'll see you then.
Thank you for
Bye.
giving me so many retries on